Welcome back to Golf Extra. We all know that golf is a very difficult game and becoming a pro golfer is a very difficult process. Even those who earn their PGA Tour card but don't always compete for wins are amongst the very best in the world. With that being said, there are many amateur golfers out there in the world. We'd be willing to bet that there are quite a few of them watching this video. Counted among this total are all sorts of celebrities as well. While a lot of them struggle mightily out on the course, we're looking at you, Charles Barkley. There are some celebrity golfers whose game wouldn't be that out of place on the PGA Tour. So, just who are the best celebrity golfers? And who among them has a chance to join the ranks of the professionals? Stay tuned to find out all the details here on Golf Extra. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more videos just like this one. Now let's get right into the best celebrity golfers. Kenny G is famous for his smooth tones on the saxophone, selling more than 70 million records in his career and even winning a Grammy Award. However, he is just as smooth of a swing on the golf course. Kenny G, born Kenneth Gorlick, was on his high school golf team but never lost his passion for the game even during his extensive professional career as a musician. Even after his professional music career tapered off in his 40s, Kenny G used his wealth from both music and from being an early investor in Starbucks to spend more time on his youthful passion for golf. After working his game back up to par, pardon the pun, the famed saxophonist was able to become a scratch golfer by the age of 50. He even got a chance to play with Phil Mickelson in the 2001 AT&T Pebble Beach National Pro-Am title and took home the win. Kenny has also gotten the chance to play with other golf greats like Tiger Woods and Jack Nicklaus. With all that being said, it seems that Kenny G wouldn't necessarily hold up in the pro game. He used the sponsor's exemption to play in a nationwide tour event in 2007 and missed the cut by a wide margin. Even so, he's an excellent amateur golfer by any measure, and Kenny thinks that he can continue to improve more, saying, "To this point, even my good rounds have been a series of good swings more than a series of good shots. Never really played golf. With the sax, I learned technique well enough so that it feels like part of my body, and I just express myself. That's where I want to get in golf." Michael Jordan is undoubtedly one of the most famous athletes of all time. Known by many as the greatest basketball player of all time, Jordan is no slouch on other sports either. He famously took a few years off of basketball to play minor league baseball, later returning to the NBA. Jordan also has a strong passion for the game of golf, which he's played both during his NBA playing career and after. This passion goes hand in hand with Jordan's well-documented penchant for gambling. After all, how is a hyper-competitive athlete supposed to enjoy himself on the course without a little friendly challenge? The stories surrounding Jordan's golf ability, competitive spirit, and voracious appetite for the game are innumerable. Among them include playing 36 holes in a day while at the 1992 Olympics in Barcelona and then going to play Olympic basketball with the Dream Team in the same day, winning a bet with Tiger Woods at the 2009 Golf Digest U.S. Open Challenge at Bethpage Black, and mocking Bill Clinton during a match after the former U.S. president tried to avoid playing from the tips. However, Jordan's golf game isn't just a series of funny stories. He's a heck of a player in his own right. He's approximately a negative 1.2 handicap, meaning that he's just off being a scratch golfer. Jordan claims to be a member of more than a dozen private golf clubs, and he plays multiple rounds every week and sometimes several in one day. Safe to say that Jordan loves golf. Samuel L. Jackson is a famous movie star renowned for his roles in movies like Pulp Fiction, Django Unchained, Star Wars, Jurassic Park. The list goes on and on. Even more than that, Jackson is famous for being an incredible tough guy on screen, with his catchphrase even being one of those words that you can't say on TV. But there might even be something that Jackson loves more than being tough on a TV screen: golf. Jackson has golfed for most of his life, even getting down to a 4.9 handicap at his lowest. Although he's now back up closer to a 16 handicap, that's not bad at all for a 73-year-old golfer. More impressive than his handicap, though, is Jackson's track record against one of the famous golfers in the world in Tiger Woods. In fact, Jackson didn't just compete with the GOAT, he beat him. As Jackson told it, complete accident. Well, the first time I ever played St. Andrews, they paired me with him in what was the Dunhill Golf Tournament, and I was a 16 handicap. So they gave me my 16 shots, and I shot 78 because he said, "Follow me." And I stayed as close to him as I could, and I shot 78, which means I beat him by about 8 strokes. So maybe Jackson didn't beat Tiger straight up, but even still, the feat is impressive. And we challenge anybody to dispute the story. Jackson might just come after you. John Smoltz had a Hall of Fame career with the Atlanta Braves as a pitcher who developed a reputation for his ability to make precision pitches in clutch situations. This makes sense that after his career, he would utilize that ability to carry over to another sport, which requires a lot of focus and precision: golf. To hear Smoltz describe it, the parallels between the two sports are readily apparent. When I see something clearly, like whether it's a line on a putt or a shot through a narrow gap, it reminds me of pitching. When I see all this space, not as good. So actually, some of the shots that really have a tighter window made me feel like I was on the mound looking at a square inch off the plate or trying to hit the glove. The big thing about golf is you are out by yourself and you wait to hit. Pitching, you start the action. But then when you release the ball, you get help to bail you out, or not so much help. In golf, you got to play your foul balls. That's the difference. Smoltz doesn't just wax poetic about the intricacies of sports, he's also an excellent player. Carrying a plus 1.5 index, which makes him better than a scratch golfer, Smoltz is legitimately a threat to actually compete in professional tournaments, previously attempting to qualify for the U.S. Open and falling just short. It's still an amazing feat, especially considering that he excelled so much in another sport that he's in the Hall of Fame. Tony Romo held one of the most prestigious roles in sports for over 10-plus years as the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. He was a quality quarterback, making 4 Pro Bowl appearances and leading the Cowboys to several playoff appearances. After he retired, he remained successful as the lead color analyst for CBS Sports NFL telecasts. Even with those stellar credentials already to his name, Romo has continued to raise his profile as an excellent amateur golfer on top of everything else. Since he retired in 2016, Romo has utilized sponsors exemptions to play in a total of 7 professional golf tournaments on both the PGA and Korn Ferry tours. He's been competitive in many of these tournaments, but as of 2022, he hasn't been able to make the cut in any of the tournaments in order to play the full 4-day tournament. Even though he hasn't been able to hold up in the ranks of true professional golf yet, Romo has excelled in the ranks of amateur golf. He's won a total of 3 tournaments, most recently the American Century Championship at Edgewood Tahoe Golf Course in Nevada. As a result, it's no surprise that Romo has a golf handicap of plus 1.6, even better than scratch golf, and approaching the level of professional golf. So stay tuned. Romo's best golf and another excellent career path may still be ahead of him. So, what do you think of our list of the best celebrity golfers? Did we miss anyone? Do you think that any of these golfers will one day win a professional tournament? Be sure to leave us a comment with what you think down below. Make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you can watch our latest content updates as soon as they drop. We'll catch you in the next one. Have a great day.